Hey everybody, welcome to Toy Chats. It is Monday, and you know what that means. Yes, it's your boy Dre, and I'm here with one of the co-hosts, King Bob,
What's
collector
going on, everyone?
extraordinaire. And yeah, folks, it's an interesting Monday. We usually have a guest. Just Zardapuya, who I was supposed to have today. He reached out to me over the weekend and said that he couldn't make it today because of new job scheduling thing that he has a conflict. So Thursday, I'm gonna try to see if I get Bob with me again, and we're gonna get him on to film for an episode that we'll show next week.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, or like a week, it'll be in the weeks coming. Probably 4th of July Monday, because Monday, that 4th of July, we are not going to be live. Um, as this video is titled, it is saying updates and news. So, we're going to go through some updates. One of the big updates is I spoke with JC about 3:45 today. We are postponing the giveaway for June. Just a lot of stuff was coming up. To be very honest, a lot of stuff has happened in the last 24 hours to several of us. So we opted to just postpone it. So we're sorry. I mean, I'm not a big fan of giveaways, to be very frank and honest.
Well,
But we owe it to you guys, and we feel bad. So
Yeah.
we will do something nice for you guys in July. So do not fret. The hashtags are going to carry over. As far as what we're going to do with JC is going to formulate it and let us all kind of, we're going to all kind of sit down and kind of agree to it. And it'll be on an episode of Click Talk. So even if the 13th happens to be a Monday, I'm going to push it to Click Talk. That way it's just easier to get it done. And it'll be on a Wednesday. So, and like I said, with July being a short, only 3 weeks that we're going to have 3 guests on, I wanted to kind of, actually, we're going to have 2 guests on because the 18th I will not be on because the 18th is a Monday and that's my birthday. So
that's no excuse.
I know, but I want to enjoy my 44th
Nah, I'm
birthday.
just kidding.
But so let's get into some news. This is just some of the channel news. I did talk about Twitch, that we were going to start streaming on Twitch, and I know that it has been just bonkers with my schedule, trying to get something together. I will be, because it's now summer vacation. I will be, and the wife is not working this summer, and I have a little bit more flexibility. I will try to stream early. It'll be an early stream, but I'll be streaming some Destiny content and maybe some Far Cry content, and possibly, since I haven't even started Guardians of the Galaxy, there'll be a Guardians of the Galaxy playthrough. I'll be starting on Twitch coming up, but those are going to be, I'll be posting to the Toy Chats IG and letting you guys know that in advance. As far as some of the other news with the channel, we're doing really well. Our Facebook group is 200. Hey, Ganga, what's up? We are up to 226 members. That is amazing. I am so proud of everybody that has joined. We have a lot of activity. A lot of people have just been very active on there, and it's an awesome place to just kind of be social, make friends. I know some people have asked me if I was going to make it like a buy sell trade. No, I'm not. There are several groups out there that you can join up and do a buy sell trade.
That's just added headache that none of us really want.
Exactly. And nobody really wants to. If you want to make a deal with somebody, you want to show off a hot toy, Legends, Mezco, whatever you got, you're more than welcome to do that. We totally love figure photography on there.
If you want to send me free stuff, I'll send you my address.
Exactly. If you guys want to do that, by all means, please. I will take free stuff too. My birthday's coming up. Father's Day is this weekend.
I'm not greedy, but
yeah, we handouts are always nice. We get
a handout. I'm putting that out in the universe, because if you put stuff out in the universe, it comes back to fold.
That is the Notebook. Yes, it is. Or The Secret. It's The Secret. They believe if you put it out there, it'll come back, and it's true. It's very true. So I wanted to get that out there. I know Smitty is at a conference, and I mean, God, his view that he posted on IG.
I was gonna say, I wish my work sent me to, the beach to go to a
Yeah.
conference.
So, folks, if you guys follow Smitty Rock on IG, you could see that the man is not slaving away while being at work. Thank you.
223, Don just said.
Hey, I appreciate it. So 223. I said 226. I was off. I apologize. 226 and
It's
still
fine.
growing. So thank you, Ganga, for joining up on there. And it's really, I have YouTubers, I have figure photographers, I have comic book creators, content creators. I even have creatives on there. So feel free to just be of any background, and you can just be a fan of them.
Yeah, because we collect the gamut. That's a cool part about us is Dre is the figure guy, Smitty is the custom toy guy, JC is JC, and I'm turning into Smitty 2.0.
Pretty much.
But no, it's fun. I haven't been active lately because I've been dealing with some personal shiznit, but we're on that road to clarity again. So hopefully I'll be back amongst the living again.
Mental health awareness, folks. I'm going to tell you very honestly, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to speak on this too long, but Bob knows I told them about what some of my personal issues I was going through today, and you really see who are your friends. Hey, Chris, que lo que?
What's up,
Dímelo.
Chris?
But you really see who's got your back, and I appreciate the groups of friends. I really know who I can count on.
Yeah.
And it felt really good. So, be mindful of that stuff, folks. We all need like someone just to kind of even like spot you like in the mental sense to check you out. So instead of sitting there talking about just this stuff, I got something better to talk about. Some figure news. And what bigger figure news than what's going on right now? It was news that broke today. Funko, which I do not like Funko officially has bought Mondo Toys or Mondo's Collectibles, and it was released through Alamo Drafthouse. Now, Alamo Drafthouse is something that like I've always looked at them as like, oh, you're the restaurant and movie theater. Yeah. I went to them once in New York, and I know we had one here in Charlotte, and it closed down a long time ago. But to be very frank, to have news break and that they were the ones that covered it, I thought that was really cool. So, Funko, one of the largest nerd properties, geek properties out there, has purchased another. And I think Mondo, they're in everything. They do 1/6 scale. They do art prints, which are some of the coolest art prints I've seen. They've been working on the Motu or the Master of the Universe 1/6 scale line. They did the Miles Morales Mecha version Mondo that was an SDCC 2021 exclusive. I own a couple of pins from them. So, like I said, I thought it was rather big news to break today, and there's not a whole lot about it. But as it breaks, I will let you guys know. Also, if you are a fan of McFarlane news, holy hell, has McFarlane kind of just hit the ground running once again. We have the Black Adam, and that's very true, Chris. It is a huge investment by Funko. If you guys keep up with McFarlane, y'all know I do. McFarlane just released last week the images for the no longer prototype. It is now painted, and pre-orders go up the 1st of July for the Black Adam, which is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson figure mold, and it looks dope. Folks, if you have not seen it, I do not want to stress to you how amazing it looks. There are two variations of the figure. I know that Legacy Collectors and I were trying to figure out which one's which. I'm going to be honest. I have been looking all over the internet. I don't know what's going to be the gold label. I know platinum are usually the artist proof, so they'll be the grayed out version. And there's going to be a hooded Black Adam with like a ripped cloak and the hood up. And then there's the Black Adam that's just him in the armor. I think there's going to be a flight stand included. Price point again, $19.99. Kenneth Bird, how you doing?
Hey, Kenneth.
So again, a big issue amongst collectors is the price point, with prices skyrocketing. Officially, I know in some states now. I don't know if you've seen this down in your end, Bob, and we're only a couple hours apart from each other. Have you seen that Target's raised the price of Black Series?
I'm gonna get some flack for this statement that I make, but I can't tell you the last time I've been in a Walmart or a Target or a mall. I know as a toy collector, as a Funko guy, as a Handmade by Robots guy, as a
Legends guy.
I I don't know if it just PTSD from being dragged through Target for like 6 years of marriage, or the fact that every time I went to a Target or a Walmart, I just left disappointed. That I just automatically have that, Walmart disappointment, Target disappointment. But I mean, with my collecting habits now, I don't have to go to Walmart or Target. I'd
True.
like to. I mean, pulling 1 in 3,000 chase AEW figures doesn't happen online. I mean, it could, but
it's hit or miss. From what I've seen, a lot of the guys that do the AEW chases, I've seen guys pull them, like they order cases and they're praying that they get within a case one. I mean, you guys know I pulled my one, and he's worth $200, and he's $250, and he's still for sale. He's sitting up there protected away from everything else. So,
but I mean, as far as picked up for me, that I was lucky to get. Handmade by Robots had their first numbered exclusive that I had a feeling, because I was watching Paparazzi and Trash Pandas live with Ghoul on Tuesday night. I had a feeling it was a Scream figure, just because his clue was it's over my head, and if you know Ghoul, his over his head is Ghostface. So it was a 1 in 720 exclusive bloody Ghostface that I picked up on Friday.
And it sold out real quick.
It sold. Well, they have some. They were saying that they have some for the cons that they'll be at, but the lion's share of them sold out. I'm glad I got one.
And didn't Smitty get one too?
Yeah, Smitty got one. They also had a 1 in 1,000 4-pack of the mini eggs that I got. I mean, I gotta say, Ghostface complete. That's something I'm doing. I was talking to Mary over the weekend. I'm like, that's one of two lines I'm gonna go like hardcore on, is Ghostface and Scooby. Disney, I'll kind of pick and choose, and then just whatever else that catches my eye, which I quit with her, is pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that collection will grow this summer. I know they're dropping a lot of cool shit. Both in the Ghostface stuff that's dropping in July. They put up the Mystery Machine on pre-order. Man, I started talking HMBR and everyone leaves. So I'm gonna stop talking. But
hey, listen,
I mean,
do we care about that?
No. Then also on Booze and Buddies, I might have pulled a Smitty or once or twice, but picked up some cool art prints from Alex Playful Gorilla, and the guest that they had on was Dad's Cartoons. Looking forward to those coming in. Picked up actually a piece of Dad's Cartoons as well, a little mini from Fed Up Toys. So
nice.
Hopefully those will be in, maybe this week, next week. We'll show those off.
I know that Alex is also mailing us that gift. And shout out
Well,
to Playful Gorilla Alex that
well,
he's sending us out those prints that he made for us.
I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna let you send me something without me going back, because with his, he had a deal. I don't know why anyone else didn't jump on it, but I did. It was two 11 by 17 prints, and for $45, you can do a DIY card. Which you know me, so I jumped on that one. I got a special one. I told him I trusted him with the idea. So when that comes in, I'm gonna be excited about that one. You know, if y'all thought I was excited for the Dublin triptych he did, I'm more amped for this one than that.
So yes, folks, like I said, when Alex comes through, he comes through, and it's definitely a very cool feeling to be looking at that and knowing what's coming down, what we're going to be getting in the mail.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else. There was some other news that just popped out. Mezco was they're releasing another version of Conan. From what I saw, there was the Barbarian, which did really, really well. But that sold out extremely quick. He was at $120 price point. But he had like mixed media. He was cloth goods, metal goods.
Well, I mean, for that price, you'd kind of expect it to be more of a mixed
Yeah,
goods.
yeah. I expect mixed media when I'm paying that much. I did see. I think it's Conan the Destroyer, the next one that they put up. I don't know if it's a pre-order or not. My local comic shop is actually looking into it for me because they have more of a connect to Mezco than I would ever. I usually just go to Mezco's website and look at stuff, but they were like they have insiders that they deal with and buyers, so they're looking into it. And shout out to Rebel Base Toys and Comics, you guys are freaking awesome. They're definitely letting us know what's happening with that. They're also trying to find out what's the issue with the delays for Constantine, Ghost Rider, and a few other Mezco properties that have taken a back seat to now. Were originally supposed to ship. Ghost Rider was supposed to ship October of last year. Constantine was supposed to be May of last year. They both got delayed due to the issues at the port, and then it became Constantine was supposed to be released this past May, a year later, still not released. Ghost Rider has gone to nobody knows when. You could be sitting in a crate, literally in California or in Texas.
It's probably floating somewhere.
So, or sitting off the coast somewhere. But a lot of people are very upset.
Nadia.
Hey, Nadia. So a lot of people are very upset with that. And also, speaking of more releases, WWE Ultimates are releasing 10 new Ultimates. And I shouldn't say new. They're releasing 8 plus 2 reissues. The 2 reissues is the Brock Lesnar, Here Comes the Pain, or I think it's Suplex City. I can't remember the shirt that he had on the figure. And then it's the Shawn Michaels HBK WrestleMania outfit, the red and black. Those 2 are re-releases that are coming out next month. And they said before the end of July, we should be seeing Roman's Ultimate. It was Roman, and I know we have Alexa Bliss. We have The Fiend. Those have been popping up, and the Fiend one looks terrible. Folks, if you have the Fiend's last one that they did, keep that one. It came with a cool-ass title belt. I think that one looks way better. Hell, I think the Elite figure looks better than the Ultimate for this new Ultimate. There's supposed to be another. Actually, I'll tell you right now, because instead of me just guessing, I hate guessing, and I want to actually see. So while we do this, all right, let's see. And of course, it doesn't want to work like that. WWE. Oh, maybe I should spell it. All right, let's see. All right, so if you're folks, I will give you it now. There's Alexa Bliss, which already's out. It's the Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar. Ultimate Edition 4. These are the Series 4. So this is the older versions. This is Series 4 Brock Lesnar when he was the first Universal. He comes with the Universal Championship in a beanie. Then there's Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels, Series 4. Ultimate Edition Mr. T. Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. Then we have Ultimate Edition Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns. Jesus Christ, are we going to continue with these Ultimate Editions? SummerSlam Ray. A weird looking Randy Orton. I'm looking here. That's top picks. So hold on 1 second, folks, while I'm looking at this. My wife's asking me a question. Give me 1 second. So those are 9 of the ones I've seen. I don't know about the other ones. Like I said, they're not really. If there's other ones, you guys could check out. What's it called? Ringside Collectibles. They're a little expensive, but you could check there as well. AEW should be releasing their figures. I know everybody's kind of sad right now because the top 2 guys are out. And I'm not going to make this a wrestling episode to talk about. No, I'm talking about wait, am I grabbing the Super 7s? Which Super 7s are you talking about, Chris? The Ultimates, the WWE Ultimates, obviously, and then there's, I forgot what they call them, the AEW ones that are out. Usually I'm pretty good at this, folks, and I already have this stuff memorized, but I apologize, I did not know off the top of my head. Let's see. It'd be nice if they actually had what they're called. And none of these are ringside exclusives as far as I could tell. So, all right. 8, 9. All right. So currently right now up for pre-order is the Unrivaled 9, which some people have actually been getting. That's Eddie Kingston, Brian Cage. You have what's his face? Ricky Starks, Christian Cage, Thunder Rosa and her variant, and Luke Hobbs. And then there's Series 10, which they just put up for pre-order, and that's going to be a new variation of Wardlow, a new Jake Hager, Taz, a new Miro, a new Britt Baker, and Andrade El Idolo. And, cool. I was wondering, I guess they must have delayed putting those other figures out because, oh, no, here they go. I think these are them. No, they've delayed them, folks. I apologize. They have delayed them. There was a variation. If you had watched, I think it was What's Poppin's channel when he was at the Fan Fest 2 months ago, where they had shown in a glass case the Kenny Omega, the AEW Ultimate figure. It was Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Aleister Black. And I think Thunder Rosa was the other one. And they come with basically alternate bottom, like alternate legs. So you get them like in ring gear and then non-ring gear. And you get like a ton of accessories and stuff. I don't know what their price point was, but just looking at what I saw, I think they must have pulled it because Cody's outfit that they would have sold would have been an issue with WWE because that's the one he's been wearing to go to the ring. So that's just what I've noticed. As far as answering your question, Christian, there are two variations of the Andre the Giant. There was a ringside exclusive, and then there's the new one. I probably will get the new one because I do not have an Andre the Giant, and I am a huge mark for collecting Super 7 Ultimates of wrestlers. So I think there's some of the best figures that are out there. I'm still missing Brian Myers. I'm still missing Takahashi. I'm still missing Bushi, and I think that's it because I have pretty much everybody else. So I don't want to make this all about wrestling, but those are some of the wrestling things that are coming down the pipe. NECA, I'm not a big NECA fan, so I don't know what new NECA stuff is coming out. I know there's a lot of Turtle stuff. I will talk video games though, because this Friday, if I'm not mistaken, drops the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that's going to be 6-player co-op. 6-player co-op where you get to play as the 4 turtles: April O'Neil, Splinter, and Casey Jones.
All right, you sold me. I'm buying it.
I was like, are you kidding me? Casey Jones, a playable character? Holy hell. So it looks dope. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the classic Turtles in Time arcade game. Beautiful graphics. It's a PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch exclusive. There is my boy Chris, not this Chris, but Big Chris, my friend that lives here in Charlotte. He just bought or pre-ordered a while back the physical edition of the game that comes like in a VHS case, but no digital download. Wah wah. You only get physical media. So, but yeah, that game looks amazing. It is definitely one of those I want to play. I think it's $40 to purchase.
Ain't bad.
It's not bad for a brand new game that's going to be 6-player co-op, with a brand new story, and it has a lot of cool stuff in it. Now I'm going to ask you, Bob. I don't know if you've seen this. There has been a couple of video game trailers released. The big one was Marvel's upcoming Ultimate Alliance game. Not exclusive like they did the one for the Switch, which was the Black. I want to say Black Cauldron. It was something with a C. I can't remember, but it was a Switch exclusive that came out in 2019. Now there's a new Ultimate Alliance game that's not under the Ultimate Alliance. It's called Midnight Suns, SONS, and it is a horror-inspired Marvel game.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
The trailer is out. It looks dope. It has
I've heard people talking about it, so I was kind of wanting to check it out.
It's good. It's one of those games that I would suggest that if you have a few friends that want to play it, you buy it. It's a dope. There is a GameStop exclusive one that comes with a Funko Pop that I just heard about recently. So I don't care about Funko. I would get it to sell the Funko Pop because I know it's exclusive if you only buy the game. But the main characters you get to play as in the game are Wolverine, Spider-Man, X-23. Blade was the biggest selling point for me because he looks dope as hell. And they showed Hulk, Scarlet Witch as turned, Venom as a turned monster, as a creature, and several other characters. So I'm assuming it's going to follow the Ultimate Alliance story, like where you get to have 4 characters, you fight them, you unlock an area. It's Gauntlet style. So if you've never played the game, definitely check out the trailer. It looks dope. It's an October release. Also, JC can't say this because he tried to scoop me saying that we were supposed to get the AEW game in July. It's not July. It's October. And right now it got pushed. because Kenny Omega is arguing with Jack Specific and the other video game producers because they're not doing the characters and they don't want to make it where the roster can be updated and have newer characters on there without having to buy a DLC pack. So be mindful that that's going to be going up for pre-order soon too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else was hitting. Like I said, I try to get you the news, folks. I feel like sometimes we get on Wednesdays and we start talking about shit and we bypass the news, but we're collectors that like there's a lot of people that didn't know about these things and want to get them or want to hear about it. And I figured we're collectors. You should know where to go and get your shit. I'm trying to think. There was something else. Xbox just had its Bethesda show, which Xbox, Microsoft owns Bethesda Studios. Boo. But yeah, the Bethesda Studios show supposedly kind of was wah. The biggest thing out of it was called Starfinder, which is basically a open world adventuring Skyrim style game in outer space. So you play like a space marine that's going to wander around. And the way the game is open, it's got 1,000 planets to explore. So Star Wars, take a look at this. This is kind of where I need you guys to go. You have enough full Star Wars planets. Like I could go to Mustafar, Tatooine, Jakku, Coruscant, Mandalore. I need a Star Wars game like that. That would make me happy. So those are some of the big news things that I think that we forget to tell you guys about or you guys haven't heard.
Well, today also PlayStation rolled out the new versions of PlayStation Plus.
Yes, I just got that text message before we went live.
Yeah, I'm debating on how far I want to upgrade mine.
I did a year already before this, so
I have a year of just the regular, vanilla PlayStation Plus, but I'm debating on getting into either the middle of the road or that top tier. It's just right now with me, I find it hard to really sit down and like play and like focus on my PlayStation for a while with work and life and YouTube and everything else. It's just kind of that's the one thing that just kind of takes a back seat sometimes, and I kind of need to make it more of a priority to sit down and just kind of escape back into different things.
I agree. I feel the same way as you. I have my I'm staring now. It said I'm staring at all 3 gaming consoles: my Xbox One, my PS5, and my Switch OLED. And I haven't even played my Switch OLED in about a month and a half.
Yeah, I mean this weekend literally I did nothing because I was so just mentally drained from the last week of work. I just kind of and right now my bedroom is the coolest place in the apartment because I have the summer sun beating in on in my living room for a good portion of the day, so it gets hot in here. So I just stay in there and watch YouTube and get sucked down rabbit holes of content creators I've never watched before.
Oh, that's happened to all of us.
Well, I mean, yesterday I hooked on this guy who went around the country going to different hoods, like the ghetto. Like I watched an episode. He did a couple of episodes in East LA. Did one in he actually came here to Atlanta. Walked around like Stone Mountain, that area. Was in the South Bronx.
I've seen that guy. He's that white dude.
Like Josh something.
Yeah, he's like a white dude that decides to like just go to like various different spots. Yeah, I've seen that guy. He's interesting. He's an interesting guy. I almost want to interview him, but I know he's not a toy collector, so I didn't want to put him on Toy Chats. But JC, I know you want to look to interview people. That would be someone to consider interviewing for like that other project that we've been working about, which I'm not going to go into. But JC has kind of been
He wants
wanting to
yeah.
work on like an interview channel that's not what we do here on Toy Chats.
Well, I mean, I think you scratched that surface with bringing on like Big Dub and
Century
Century and Seth and you talked with Josh. It'd be kind of cool to sit down and talk to different YouTubers that either JC watches or I watch or you watch or that's non-collector. Like, I mean, I watch a lot of like Disney kind of YouTubers, but I also watch like retro, like one of my favorites to watch is Retro Rick. I don't know why. I just love Retro Rick.
You know who I like? Wellen. Wellen, if you don't know who Wellen is, folks, if you like watching Minecraft or like what was it, Escape to Tarkov, or any of those sort of like FPS games, or Rust, he does these like full on like streams on his Twitch, and then he does like kind of an edited version for like the shows, and it takes some time because he streams every day. So he has to get like his content together. It is hilarious to watch him do like all these different games that he streams, because when he does like Rust, he does like voices and like he mutes his mic, and he gets a lot of people that recognize him sometimes, and then like sometimes people don't recognize him, or they'll talk about him and like he'll sit there and like not pretend like he's not who he's like, yeah, man, you sound like that guy Wellen. And he's like, who's Wellen? And I'm like, that is hilarious. I would totally do the same thing. Like, who's that Dre the Geek Dad?
Yeah.
I'm not him, So, but yeah, like he's one of those YouTubers that, again, and folks, if that's something that would interest you, please comment below in the comments of this video. It's something that we have been talking about some other projects to do here on the channel. I mean, it's not like we're, small by any means, but we do have several things we like to do, and we don't always, collecting does take for lack of a better way of saying it, does take a back seat sometimes, because financially it ain't getting cheap. So let us know what you guys think. And I'm going to go to the chat stream. Chris has been very active in the chat. He said that he is currently playing 2K22 on his Switch, and it's NBA. I thought he was going to say he was playing WWE, because I was like, there is no way I could play WWE without a controller. Like on my Switch, most games I have to play through my television. Well, I love the OLED, but you need to play on a TV.
My one gripe with 2K22 is right now I'm doing universe mode with Tommaso Ciampa. And in NXT, literally, there was no rotation of matches. For like 15 matches in a row, it was me and Timothy Thatcher against Walter and Marcel
Bartel.
Tag match. For like literally, I had and I switched to Raw, and I still think I'm still back in NXT doing tag matches. Like, what the hell?
That could be an error. There were some people complaining about errors going through 2K. I've there's been a lot of games that like I've taken breaks from because of that. I want them to patch them. I'm
getting close to doing that with 2K22, because literally I was doing one. I had Captain Jack Sparrow, and I was going through it, and I got to like my 11th match, and it just wouldn't let me progress. And now I'm progressing with Ciampa, but it's literally going to NXT. I already know it's a tag match. I know how to whoop Walter's ass. I know how to whoop
Marcel Bartel.
Yep. So
I will give you guys this, and this is my 2 cents on this. Like I just was telling Bob, I got Dying Light 2 the day it released. I got it the day it released, and I've been a Dying Light fan since they first came out over 6 years ago. I played Dying Light 1 till I beat that game. Then I played Dying Light: The Following, which is the expansion. Did all that stuff in the expansion, beat that. Then I played the online combat where they added PvP, and then they added different player modes within the PvP. Did that, and then I got Dying Light 2. And the game has been non-stop since, and it's months later since this release, because this was released back in November of last year. They're still having, no, it was February of this year, sorry, and they're still having issues now in June, where like you still can't connect to people, like to do a party call, like to join a server. You it's a pain in the ass. Even if like my brother and I were on the same server, if we try to connect, it disconnects us.
Oh,
You have to like unplug your router, replug your router. But I'm like, I mean, I have a hardline PS5, but like if you don't, it's a pain in the ass. And that's just one of the games. 2K22 is having issues. They do updates all the time, and I gotta give it to Techland. They give a bunch of free shit. Like they felt really bad that the game was having so many issues because people couldn't even get in and play. So they were giving like tons of free shit away. So expect that to be with 2K22, WWE, and they just released, what was it, about a month ago, the DLC for Yokozuna, and then they just released another pack with Stacy Keibler, and a few other wrestlers. I forgot who was in that. So again, if you're a fan of those games, folks, they're always there. They update.
Yeah, I bought it. I think a couple weeks after it came out. I mean, I enjoy it. It's just playing the same friggin' match every match. I'm like, okay, Walter. I mean, now it's to the point where I can just stare at the ceiling and beat him.
Bob just closes his eyes and just button mashes.
Pretty much.
I mean,
it's more fun that way.
Sometimes it is. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it is just fun to button mash the shit out of a controller, folks. Sadly, but that's like how these games are though. Now it's like it's like people wait for pre-orders. Like my brother was yelling at me because he's like, "How do you have like 10 games in your queue?" I'm like, because I bought games like early last year that I don't have time to sit down and play.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have them in my downloads that I can just download, install, and play it. And then when I finish it, delete it and play it again if I want to later. People forget sometimes that I have kids.
Yep. But the cool part about this month's PlayStation Plus games is they give you God of War. But the game I'm excited about is the Nickelodeon a Super Brawl.
It's like basically Smash Brothers with Nickelodeon characters. It looks awesome. They gave us that game. Now, see, here's the weird thing. I had all those games already. Like I bought God of War.
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon game was something they gave us. I want to say last summer I got it, and I didn't buy it. That was one of the games they gave us in the downloads. So I'm wondering with this new tiered system that they gave out, if they're just going to start recycling some of those older games and then throw in like a really good title for everybody to grab. Like, hey, we know you messed out, so like here's God of War. If you didn't buy it, there you go.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't buy a lot of games, so like if I can get a cool game for free, fuck yeah.
And that's one of the best parts about PlayStation Plus. Like, Game Pass is good. Like, I'm not going to lie. I have an Xbox One. Game Pass is really good. But the thing is, Game Pass is only as good as if you play it all the time. And if you have friends to play with you. I don't have any friends on Xbox. And, like, my brother-in-law's on it. And my nephew's on it. His son. But, like, they only play sports games. So, I have the library of games I've bought. And I downloaded like 3 games, and I'm like, whenever I feel like playing it, I'll turn it on again. I'll power it up. But yeah, but that's pretty much the news on that point. I will go into some pickups though, and I don't want to say really pickups, as more as I have a request. So one of my followers and on my Instagram and is a loyal supporter of our channel here, and he's a supporter of the Legacy Collectors, another group I'm a part of. He did something really cool. He posted today and was like, I'm waiting for Dre to show me some Sentai figures. So I said, now I realize he is a diehard Power Rangers fan like me. And he knew the Japanese shows. So I felt like you're not a Kamen Rider fan unless you are Fig Picks. So I'm going to show you some figures that I've had that haven't opened yet, and I will crack them open on a separate day. Maybe I'll make a video for it. But from the last Kamen Rider show 2 seasons ago or a season ago, this is the Dragon Saber and the Lion Senki. These two are awesome. These are like 2 out of the 5 riders. Now the other riders were made. Oh yeah, thanks, Bob. The other riders were made exclusives through Tamashi. You had to order them from Japan, which makes them like 3 times the value. These retail as Bluefin, and you can get these on Amazon for about 50 bucks. Big Bag Toys about the same price. Currently, these are sold out on Big Bad Toys. But I've had these for a while, and they are dope figures. Must-haves if you're a Kamen Rider fan. Let me pull out these here. I have all these sitting at the bottom of my desk. So I have this one. Now, I can't get 01, and he's the rider I really would love to have, but he's very expensive. So I got the Vulcan Wolf. He is awesome. This guy has a gun as part of his morphing or his transformation sequence, and I love his character. I did not get the super version form. They didn't make it yet, but this is the form I have. There is this I got at my local comic shop, which I found out one of the guys in the store had gotten it and he didn't like it, so he traded it in. This is from this is the 20th anniversary Kamen Rider series figures, and this is the Genom armor for Geiz, Geiz. These are some cool figures, personally speaking, folks. I think these are awesome how they look. If you watch the shows, or even if you don't watch the shows, but you just love really cool looking figures, their price point, this is a collector's figure. So I got this for less than retail because this was open, displayed, and put away. But I got this for trade credit for 70 bucks. But if you were to try to buy this, it's like $100 figure right now. Then I have, this is an older but a goodie. This is Kamen Rider Force. He was the moon-based Kamen Rider, where they were like a club of a school club in high school of NASA. They love NASA and space and science, and this was the Fire State's suit, and it comes with a bunch of cool little accessories that you see all here, which is awesome. And I got this as a clearance off of Big Bad Toys 2 years ago for like 15 bucks. So when they were selling just the add-on pack for 15, you get the add-on pack and the figure, and I paid 15 bucks. And then the big figure that everybody likes, I've gotten it, and a lot of people were like, holy crap, that's a cool ass figure. It is this is the X-Aid Fantasy Gamer Level 50 figure. X-Aid was basically a Kamen Rider show where the character used video games to kind of play through, and this was his form that he had, where he used a video game that was a knight character, and it gave him a flaming sword, it gave him a cloak, and then there was this is the 50th level, then there was a 100th level. The 100th level armor looked even cooler, but they didn't make that. They only made the 50th level, and I got this one. This was a collector's. I caught this off Mercari for dirt cheap, I was like, there's like a $150 figure from Tamashii exclusive, and this guy was just selling his Kamen Rider collection of Mercari, and I was just like, ooh. So I copped it. So I collect those figures. I have a Kamen Rider build base states, and he's on my desk. Or he's not on my desk. He's on my wife's desk over there. But yeah, I know a lot of people aren't into that stuff, and it's really hard to find friends that are, because if you don't watch the shows, if you're not into like Power Rangers, you know, it's tough. So I would tell you now, if you are collecting Power Rangers, the Ninjetti characters from the movie are awesome. 4 out of the 6 are out. Pink, white, blue, and black. Blue and black are now becoming harder to see in Targets. Tommy, I think they made so many, it's ridiculous how many Tommies you'll see. And Kimberly's, there's a fair amount of Kimberly's. So you can run across a Pink Ranger now as much as you find a White Ranger. What's surprising is this latest wave had Dino Charge Pink, Dino Charge Green, and those 2 figures are like impossible to find now. I think, and I remember one of my friends said he thinks Walmart carries one part of the wave, Target carries the other part.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
And you never see the waves ever cross. Like, you've never seen, like, at Target, I've never seen the Galaxy Security Ranger that they had from the last wave. But I've seen only green Dino Ranger at Walmart.
I mean, it's better to spread it out, you know.
It makes it, yeah, but if you make it an exclusive, and I hate that Hasbro does stuff like that, it makes it harder to come by, especially with this age that if things aren't popular, they clearance it out and you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, look at the clearance sections. I'm like, I've checked the clearance sections, folks. There's approximately 3 Walmarts within about 4 Walmarts within about a 30-minute drive of my house. And I'll be very honest, one of them used to be really good, but now it's getting hit by a lot of the collectors in the area, so it's pretty poached. I mean, I've gone the last couple of times and seen nothing. And the shelves are dry out there. So
I mean, for me, that's my problem here in Atlanta. You know, we got a lot of, you got some collectors, and then you got the flippers who, you know, drive from Target to Walmart, Walmart to Target, and back again, and take everything. And I mean, and it's kind of fun. It's good for me to see, you know, Big Dub in his hunting videos. I don't want to say going through the same shit that I'm going through on the west side, but he's going through that on the east side.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've seen those videos where he's saying the same shit you're saying. Like, he's gone and seen 0 on the shelves. Yeah. So folks, it's bad. It's like, if you think being a collector is easy now, we're combating against flippers.
I mean, it might be easy if you live in like Montana.
Yeah.
Or North Dakota or South Dakota, where there's no real collectors. I mean, have you seen a collector on YouTube from Montana? No.
Honestly, you know what? Let's put that as a challenge to our fans. Folks, if you can find us here on Toy Chats at the Nerd Dungeon, a YouTuber collector that lives in Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, those weird middle states that like
Wyoming. Because if not, guess what? Packing my shit and I'm going to Montana.
And then
I'm going to go get me a job on the Yellowstone Ranch. Me and John Dutton and Rip, we don't have a good old time. I'm going to get branded with the wire right here. Y is going to be for Yellowstone, but bitch is also for YouTube.
But you're going to see Bobby flipping too, because he's going to be like, what
Hell
I get
yeah.
it. First pick, and
Uh,
it's funny because we I wish we saw more. I really wish we did.
what?
Just like I wish like that if we were going to the stores, like if you think about it, a few years ago, Marvel Legends were not as bad to
Yeah.
find on the shelves. Now you can't
Right.
find anything.
No. I mean, my Walgreens is the only place I really go, and I kind of check for collectibles now because it's right outside my neighborhood, and I go there like 3 times a week to buy shit. I'm too lazy to go to Publix or Kroger, and I'm always checking. I have the same one. I think right now it's a Doctor Strange Marvel Legend, one sorry Star Wars Black Series, and the same Funko Pops from like 9 months ago, where it's the Invisible Man, and I think that's about it right now.
Wow.
But I mean, luckily my collecting habits have changed to where I'm going more handmade by robots, which I'm gonna do a video soon on like do one of those corny like top 5 videos where like I just show off my favorite pieces ugh, from handmade by robots. But yeah, I mean, I need to start making more videos. So I've been slacking lately. I mean, I've been opening shit. I mean, I got some cool stuff, but I just
Oh,
haven't
if they
started.
follow you, but see, the thing is, if they follow you on IG, they know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yep, it's Adam Cole, baby.
that finally came in. I don't think I posted that. I opened the
No,
freaking package up and I just slid it. But
Eddie, que lo
but yeah,
que, dímelo.
hey, you're not late. You're here when you were meant to be here.
Well, Eddie, what's funny is, guess what? My
You're
wife,
closing up.
no,
I was
my
like, guess what?
wife,
We're leaving.
no, my wife said, "Hey, you got a package. Your box arrived." I was like, "This dude sent it out yesterday, and it got here today."
Well, I mean,
So
and depending upon how far away he is, it
Miami
won't take
Beach.
long.
He's Miami Beach.
Yeah, that's Florida. That's not bad.
I was
I
very
usually get
happy.
packages. Anytime I buy something from Cody over popular opinion on whatnot, I know he'll ship it out on like a Monday. I'll get it by Wednesday.
Well, it's funny because Chris, I sent him his box out, and he didn't. He got. Oh, I do got to show one other thing. I got to show what RG sent me. Big shout out to RG for doing me a major solid for Star Wars Celebrations. Before while I open Eddie's box, I'm gonna show off some of the cool stuff I got it here on my desk. I had it on my desk. Oh, here it goes. So he sent me. I mentioned it on a video. These are from an anime called Mashal. It's not an anime. It's a manga, and this is one of the houses. And he sent me not one, but 2 of the pins. Thank you. I got these 2 pins. I also ended up getting lanyard 1, lanyard number 2 called Webtoons with a little Webtoons. I love these things because I'm a big lanyard collector too. But that's not what you guys came to see. What you guys want to see, if I can reach it from here, which would be awesome. I got it. Okay, so this is the gift from Star Wars Celebration. So at Star Wars Celebration, they had a bunch of merch that was exclusive to the show. Like you had to get it at the show. And I was looking for the Cad Bane pin because it was done out of the Disney collector pins that they do. And you could only get it there at Celebration. And supposedly they had other ones, but he couldn't find any of those pins. And he looked. And then I said, if you could get me this t-shirt, I'd be happy. Bada bing.
That is sick.
I'm not finished yet.
Oh God. Come to the dark side. we have cookies.
And then on the back,
Imperial Army.
he sent me a video of them hand printing this T-shirt. They printed these shirts to order at the show. I was so happy. It was such a big, it meant a lot to me. And the fact that he sent me the rest of those little things. Hey, Liz, the fact that he sent me that stuff, it made my freaking day. So thank you, Art. I know I posted about it on Toy Chat's Facebook group, but big shout out to you. It meant a lot to me that I got that shirt and the pins and the lanyards. I even sent one of the lanyards as a gift to a friend. So they should be getting that within a few days. So that was that one. Let me actually show, because Eddie's box arrived here. Now this, folks, Eddie and I did a trade for some Lightning Collection. As you guys know, I'm a Lightning Collection fan. Oh, yes. And I did not have this character. And Eddie was very nice enough, because he had an open version and was like, I'll trade it to you, Dre. So he's getting the green Dino Charge Ranger. I'm going to show you, just so you can see the staff, if that's not an indication of the figure. But I now have Lord Zed. This figure is fire. I've absolutely been jealous that Chris has it on Toy Realms, and now I have my own. Folks, you don't understand how much I've wanted this figure. Now, obviously, I need to get the rest of the villains, but, you know, Eddie was real nice. He sent me the extra hands. I have all the stuff here to play with the figure. Big shout out to my boy Eddie. It means a lot. Little things, folks. Little things. So, what is the plan moving forward? Well, Glorable.
One Glorable. This is the Fitz Temple Fed Up Toy
Collab.
Mini Glorable. We got a little Jay Zen.
Yes, the Fed Up Toys
also
one.
From Fed Up Toys. And then I picked this up. This is the Playful Gorilla Big C. That's the mask and the blood. But that's still better than my shit, though.
Dude, this is... Oh, Eddie, thank you, bro. This is just... Oh, my God. He just looks so dope. And I need to get a Rita Repulsa. And I do have a bunch of pickups. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I do have trades that came in from those guys. I've sent them. I posted them on social media. I know to make JC a little jealous before we go tonight. I know JC's a huge Flash fan. And big shout out to my boy Fig Pix for sending me this.
That's a good look. That's a sick one.
This is by far the best Flash figure I have seen. It's the Wally West. This figure is amazing. The detail, it is a Jim Lee head sculpt. He comes with tons of cool ass lightning effects. I mean, I got the Martian Manhunter. I have the Green Arrow from Injustice. I have Tigra now. And I have Linkso. It's for my Thundercats Ultimates. So big shout out to my brothers that we've been trading, and just, you know, it means the world to see some toys that I have just not getting any love, but I could send them to somebody else's home and they're loving it. Like Bob is getting Daniel LaRusso, which I found today,
Love it.
and he's getting, Johnny Lawrence, which I have over there. So
I actually have. I think it'll work. I think I have the perfect shelf to kind of put next to both of my autographs that I have of them. I do have Ralph Macchio and Billy Zabka. Got mine
nice.
before. I got mine before Seth. I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't need them, but I got mine before Seth. I feel good about that. It's a moral victory.
I would. I definitely would. And I also know that just some channel news that you guys we're gonna be make privy. I did say I want to try to do Heroes Con. Now my daughter's birthday is that Saturday, and it's her second birthday. And I'm sorry, her birthday prioritizes everything to me. It is, we're going a lot of my I know she wouldn't remember me not being there,
I'm
but
just messing with you.
I would know. So and trust me, I don't want to be that bad daddy. So
No.
I think I'm gonna go that Friday to Heroes, because one of my friends and Facebook friends, Anna Jo, she did I think it's Image Comic Books Mercy. I have the graphic novel and I would love for her to sign it. It's a very cool gothic horror book with like kind of a very new age anime look to it. And I'm very cool on that book. I love it. And I would like for her to sign that graphic novel and hopefully interview her at the show. Because I could sit at the table if it's dead on a Friday and interview her. I might not be able to get press passes because they said if your YouTube channel does not have 3,000 members, it does not guarantee you a press pass.
So that just means we gotta bulk our numbers up, people.
Exactly. So I'm a little sad with that. I ain't gonna lie, but at the same time, I'm not sad because if I don't get a press pass, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
If I don't,
I mean, I can tell you from personal experience, and I used to deal with a friend of mine who had that kind of leverage to like get press passes. I mean, I was able to cover. It's a lot of responsibility.
it is
because like especially if you represent someone else, it's one thing. If it's yourself being, oh, that's just Bob being Bob. That's one thing. But when you represent someone else, you got to kind of mind your P's and Q's. But I mean, honestly though, there's no real difference in experience. The only difference is you may or may not get to interview people, and that's up to them. It's not like the con says, "Oh, hey Dre, see that press passes here? Yeah, we're gonna let you interview, whoever." No, it's up to that person who they want.
and they're
What's
what
up,
you would
Brandy?
call it.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, just even going to a con, covering it for my friend's blog, I got to meet a lot of cool people. But I mean, obviously, now says until the day I die, my best day on earth was interviewing not only the voice of Daryl Ladrad, but one of my favorite actors and musicians in the world. That's cool, and that's a cool part of getting a press pass is you get to do that. But I mean, honestly, I mean, even if you went on a Friday and you did a kick-ass video that had a lot of views, you can go to the next about, hey, look, I came here last year on my own dime, put this video out and got like 10,000 views. You can't really deny that.
Which I'm
are you
tempted
going to
to
say,
do.
"Oh, I'm sorry, sir"? No.
And I'm a local guy too that has done videos for them, and I posted it to my old channel. But yeah, like I'm tempted to go Friday. I'm gonna see how it is. We just gotta wait and see how things are, because the big thing that we would like to do. The wife and I are gonna try to go to Raleigh SuperCon, and if we go to Raleigh Super, I already told her the only reason I want to go is to meet Jason Mewes again, and to get a autograph and a picture with Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge fan
Yeah.
of Kevin Smith.
You just tell me you're going, and I'll PayPal you the fucking money.
It's well, if I'm going, I'm going to be going for Saturday. I'm only going for Saturday.
That's fine.
Um,
I'll pay you money.
and we will talk because I know what you want.
Well, those are the last two I need for my freaking clerk's wall, my clerk's wing of my autograph collection.
So see, like I haven't looked at prices yet. But those would be like
I
the
don't give a fuck.
two. Well, no, I haven't looked at it for myself. Because I Tom Welling's gonna be there, Michael Rosenbaum's gonna be there. There were a few other people that I would like to meet, and um, I will do my best. I want to meet Tom Welling because I met them in 2018 at Dragon Con, my first year going, and it was a lot of fun. But I think it'd be even cooler to just have like a picture with them.
Yeah,
The wife's a huge fan, so I think we might try to do that. I don't know, but yeah, I'll let you know.
yeah.
As
I
soon
mean,
as
I mean, meeting celebrities, getting autographs. Don't get me wrong, I love my collection, but how many of those people on my wall have I actually met? Whereas I have three pictures up in one of the frames behind here. See, it's that one right there where I met Ming Chen, where I met Christian Kane, and where I met uh, David Sobolov. Those pictures mean more to me, sentimental wise, than having all of my autographs, because I got to meet them and talk with them and hang out with them and stuff like that. So buying autographs is cool, but had I got to sit and talk with Christopher Lloyd, or sit and talk with Michael J. Fox, or sit down and talk with whoever, it
it's
would be
definitely a
better.
different, it's definitely a different experience.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my one thing last year was meeting Guy Gilchrist, which I have two frames behind me here of a print of his signed. But having the signatures is cool, but the memories of him signing it is what I'll always remember.
Oh yeah, like when I met Kevin Conroy,
Yeah,
I'll never forget that. And that's something that a lot of people, tell me like that's something with like you. They're like, oh yeah, Dre. Like we noticed that like when we see some of your older videos that you've gone to conventions and have autographs, and
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I live for that shit because I waited an hour to get Kevin Conroy's autograph.
oh yeah,
How could you not? I waited and I waited. What was it with my wife? We waited like 2 hours throughout the convention, but it was me, her, and my daughter Alana. We got our first picture with JDF, Jason David Frank, folks.
yeah.
The Green Ranger. I got to meet the Pink Ranger in 2018. I got to meet her. My best friend and sister Nicole was like, "Hey, my brother is like a huge fan of yours. Can he talk to you?" And she brought me into the picture room, and I got to shake her hand. She hugged me, and we talked for a few minutes.
Nice.
Again, moment, folks. Like that, I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Nicole was like, "Oh, not to mention we met the greatest soul on the planet, Stan Lee, back in like 2013, no
no, my
2014."
no, my longest wait was Norman Reedus. We waited 6 hours as myself and my ex-wife at Water Soccer Con, and it was worth it. But obviously, things happen. I don't have the autograph, but I will, because that memory that I have with that autograph was taken from me. Not even taken from me. I gave it up willingly,
I like
but
that. I gave it up willingly.
but through Dark Parlor, I'll be able to get my Norman Reedus autograph back. So I waited like a year once for a thing. I mean, I've waited, a long time for a lot of things. Like right now, I waited almost a month for my Denhausen autograph to come from Texas.
That's a pain in the ass, and trust me, AEW is not. I'm not gonna say that they're bad. Because
No. This is not AEW's fault. This is the U.S. Postal Service's fault.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say, have you gone through High Spots? Because they're here in North Carolina. They're up in like High Point, North Carolina.
I,
They do a lot. They did Bray Wyatt's autograph session 2 months ago.
I mean, and what's funny is through VShout, this is the first one that's gotten lost out of the probably 10 that I've done, 6, 7. And of course it's Danhausen, because in the video that he did, he said I'm cursed. Danhausen, the fucking curse work.
You did too well, Danhausen, because now Bob hasn't gotten what he wanted.
But again, it's fine, because in the May box from Pro Wrestling Crate, the autograph was Danhausen. So I have a Danhausen autograph. I just don't have the one I want.
Yeah, and Eddie actually is happy because September is when they're going to be shipping out the Galactuses from HasLab. And he backed it. I didn't know he backed it, but he backed it.
Yeah, I mean that was cool. So was the Sentinel, but I mean, if I had the money at that time, I'd have one of each, chilling. But I don't.
Yeah, I can't, like HasLab, and then we talked about it on the Legacy Collectors about like the crappy lightsaber. What they did with that. HasLab kind of screwed the pooch. Like, hey, put a $500 lightsaber up that you could get in Disney World or in Disneyland, and for what? With no extras.
Yeah.
No wall mount, no nothing. Just it's got a wall mount in there, but like no specialty things. Like, no variation of the figure, no like placard, no signing, no number.
No helmet.
$500 for a lightsaber, folks.
Not unless it was touched by Mark Hamill on screen used.
Or Moses, the girl that plays her.
Yeah.
The third sister. So
yeah, I finally sat down and watched the first 2.5. I got through the first 2. Probably halfway through the third one, I fell asleep. It was like late at night.
Well,
I started watching it. For those of you following along, I've been the one who kept Dre and Smitty from talking about Obi-Wan.
Oh my God!
What?
All right, so if this is working out the way I think it is, they've listed some of the guests that might be there. Here we go. Oh, I might have to get another picture with JDF. JDF is going to be there. Oh, it's Richmond. I got to hit Charlotte. Where's Charlotte? Oh, it's Raleigh. There we go. Raleigh guests. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yes. Okay. So the Raleigh guests are as follows. Katie Sackhoff. Kevin Smith.
Oof.
William Shatner. Brent Spinner. Tom Welling. Oh shit! It is a whole. It's a Smallville thing minus Kristen Curick. It's Erica Durant, Michael Rosenbaum, John Glover. They're gonna all be there. Patrick Warburton of the Tick fame.
No, he's the guy from Soren.
I know. Some girl named Kat Burrell. Don't know who she is. Paul Williams, who was the voice of the Penguin in the animated series and was Dr. Zaius in the Planet of the Apes. They have the girl from Lost Girl and Winona Earp's going to be there. Andy Robinson, who played Garrick from Deep Space Nine. Terry Farrell. Brian O'Halloran. Oh, Lord, yes. Austin St. John is listed, but I don't think he will be because he has been arrested for fraud.
Yeah, that might stop a few things.
Sean Gunn. Scott Scott Patterson. That's like one of my wife's favorites because he's from Gilmore Girls. Yes, I know. Folks, if you didn't hear, ooh, that's Luke. He's here. He's going. Mark Paul Gosselaar. I would love to meet Zach. Come on, you got to meet Zach. Like, that's dope. The puppeteer for Elmo, and wow, that's about all the real guests that they have. But yeah, they have voice actors and artists and stuff. But that's who I was looking to come and see, folks. Like, oh, they're gonna have pro wrestling guests as well.
Yeah, Zach Morris there. I mean, come on now.
Oh, okay. Bob, you're gonna hate me.
What?
You're gonna want me to tell you the wrestlers that are gonna be there.
As long as Adam Cole ain't there and Dan Hassan ain't there, you can tell me all the names on that list.
Okay, we're gonna start with a heavy hitter. Sting.
Okay.
Hangman Adam Page.
Nice.
Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander. Leva Bates. Lisa Marie. Vaughn. Mickey James. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Kevin Nash.
Yeah. I'm waiting on his autograph to come in too. Apparently that he had some issue and they backed out and they postponed it, I think, till July now for his signing. But I wait up until Flair.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right.
Flair?
No, he's not gonna be there.
No, Rick, you're in Four Horsemen country. How is there no Ric Flair?
Because he's 74 years old with a heart issue.
So what? He's gonna fight one more match.
Yeah, Eddie, I'm gonna go. That's the main reason I'm going to SuperCon, even for the day, was just to meet Kevin Smith. But now that Hangman's gonna be there, I gotta get Hangman to sign something. I gotta get a Hangman figure for him to sign. Because Hangman is one of my favorites. Like, I absolutely love Hangman. And I hate flies.
Yeah, right now the freaking Dragon Con lineup is not looking too heavy right now.
Ghosty, I agree with you that Flair should be there, but Rick is doing a bunch of other stupidness. So
see, I'm pissed at myself because I had at least 2 chances to meet Scott Hall before he passed. And I was just too lazy to go up there and meet him at freaking Plastic Empire. So yeah, I'm a little pissed at myself now.
Eddie said he met Kevin Nash and he's huge. Yeah, Nash, I've never met him. I've seen him at cons and I've seen him at his table.
It's hard not to see him. Dude, he's 8 feet tall.
Yeah, and you can't teach that. To borrow a line. And you can't teach that. I mean, like I said, Kevin Smith is the big guy that I'm going there for. And now that the wife has picked somebody out, I think I'm gonna have to set up a celebrity photo op for her. Yeah, that might be her birthday gift. Is that photo op?
That's the way to bring her to go.
She said I can hear you. Duh. It's called duh. I wanted you to hear that so that way when we can go. Yeah. That way you can be happy. It's called a birthday gift with a memory, not like, oh, I got you something crappy. I got you. Oh yeah, here you go.
Here's a flower that will die in a week.
Exactly, and it's instead of that, I'm like, here, babe, go take a picture with one of your favorite actors on the show.
Who, Zach?
No, Luke from Gilmore Girls. Because she smirked. She was just like, oh, that's Luke from Gilmore Girls, and I'm like, yeah, it's Erica Durant. She's hot. I don't care. I would love to see Lois Lane. But getting to meet Ruby Soho would be nice too because
that would be awesome.
And Chris Statlander, I am absolutely think I follow her on IG, and I think she's amazing with the workout she does. Like that girl puts in the work. So
I would still much rather meet Britt in person.
I would too. I ain't gonna lie. I would like to meet Eddie Kingston in person. There's so many guys I'd love to meet in person. But to get a chance to meet, I mean, I've already met Sting. Like I've met Sting. I got a picture with him. I shook his hand. So
see, my thing with Sting, I don't care about his autograph because it's just going to be Sting in very legible print. But my memory with Sting is at Dragon Con 2018, sitting in the panel, listening to him and Ric Flair talk shop for an hour.
Wait a second. You were there?
We were supposed to hang out, and you never fucking showed.
That's
You
right.
were gaming.
I was right. That's right. I was gaming that night.
Yeah, you were gaming. I was in all the fucking fun ass panels.
Yeah, Bob and I were supposed to meet, but that's how you know proof that me and Bob have been friends a long time. We were supposed to meet at that convention when I went with one of my roommates.
Yeah,
because I wasn't. And my roommate wrote me into the gaming, and we had fun. But I would have liked to have met Bob.
But let's see here, folks. Let's play gaming.
Hang out with your friends.
Two Hall of Famers talk wrestling for an hour.
I should have met the two Hall of Famers. Even though I did take a picture with Ric Flair too, and I met Ric Flair.
But it should have been 3 because Lita was supposed to be there too, but she no showed. So just Rick and Sting.
I'll tell you right now, that year that I went to Dragon Con, I think was probably one of the best. Yeah, Ghosty, I'm not.
All right, Ghosty. You're not helping here.
Eddie, claro que sí. Yes, she is. I can't wait to meet her. I will say this, just because I know that when I go, a lot of my friends are going to probably want autographs. If you guys want autographs, I will tell you now.
The line starts behind me.
The line's going to start behind here. And
no, I mean, you're going to be there. So, I mean, obviously you're the front of the line.
So if you guys are interested in any of those things, my friend's meeting Bob. I see Ghosty. I see how it is.
But I mean, honestly though, like that con, I went to so many panels.
We got it was, and honestly, Bob and I tried to even have lunch together, and it was impossible because Bob was going to a panel, and then I was going to an autograph signing. We tried to. It's not like we couldn't meet up.
We tried.
Just that place is 100,000 people. Let me say that number again.
Through 5 hotels.
5 hotels, 100,000 guests.
Yeah.
It was Bob and I tried, and it was damn near impossible
insane
for us to get together.
I mean,
we kept texting each other. It was hilarious. He's like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, I'm still in line over here getting my autograph. Where are you? Oh, I'm going into my panel. I'll talk to you later."
Right.
And then it's like 3 or 4 hours go by. Where are you at? We're getting lunch now. Oh, he's at another panel. So it was tough.
But I mean that con was so much fun. Like when you talk about a con experience and like every sense of the word, that was the most fun I had at a con.
And that was my first one too.
Because 2018, I was big into the Arrowverse.
Oh yeah, and so everybody was there.
There were a bunch of panels there. I sat in with like Tom Cavanaugh and Victor Garber and Brandon Roush and
what was his face? Stephen Amell was there on Friday. He came Friday,
and John Barrowman.
And John Barrowman was there.
Barrowman.
I ran into him dancing in a Doctor Who dress.
He's
hilarious.
Like I would pay $100 just to watch him be him for like an hour.
Just so you guys know,
these guys
when you walk by him, and it was funny because I didn't expect to like actually meet him, but I was like, oh, that's funny. I see my friend goes, my roommate was with me and goes, hey, that's like some really buff chick like dancing with a Doctor Who dress. So they walk over and I'm like, that's John Barrowman. And he goes, yes. Like,
Yep.
cause he was like, I died laughing.
Yeah,
He shook my
no,
hand and talked. He was awesome.
dude, he was hilarious. I purposely skipped out on another panel to go back to watch him again, like the next day, because he was just hilarious.
Oh,
And
Tara Strong
also,
was there too. She was awesome.
there was an Avengers one. It was Benedict Wong and
Was it Evangeline
Mantis
Lilly?
and
Was it
Nebula.
Evangeline Lilly? Because I know, yeah, Karen Gillian was there.
Yeah, Karen was there. Evangeline was there, but she wasn't in that panel. But that panel was every other question. Hey, just some spoilers for us. Yeah, no, well, we don't. Go watch the movie. Go watch Infinity War.
Oh yeah, because they had the NDAs. You know they couldn't tell you shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but,
I'm trying. God, at that year in 2018, I met Dylan Ditchin Lackham, who is, if you guys never saw like Dollhouse or The 100 or any of those shows, she's amazing. Met her, met Tara Strong, the voice of Harley Quinn. I met Sting, Flair, in line, which I want to say, I can't really say I met them, but they came up to me and talked to me.
keyword met.
Yeah, which depends on what you define as meet.
Well,
Having two guys put their arms around you and start talking to you like they're your best friend. Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum just randomly walked up to me and like
yeah,
they were arguing with other people in line, and they just were like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "You're the Flash, the voice of the Flash, and you're Lex Luthor, and they're Superman." And they're like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I'm like, "Wow." I mean,
yeah.
I met the voice of Ikora Ray, which is the Spanish girl from Firefly. I met, oh God, I got so many autographs. Flair was funny as hell because he don't play. When he's at a con, he does it up. He had no handler.
Yeah.
He just sat there and was just like, I remember I walked up to him and some dude with the dude in front of me wanted a slap on the chest. Flair gave him that chop.
I wouldn't
That
want to
dude
talk
looked
to Flair.
that dude took that chop, and you can see the look on his face like that was an owie. I looked at that guy's face, and he was just like, I was like, nah. And Flair asked me, he's like, "You want a chop, son?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, just a picture and a handshake, champ.
Yeah.
That's all." I was like, "Nate, I'm good," you know. But yeah, I was also wearing my Seth Rollins T-shirt when I shook Sting's hand, and
Oof.
that was also the year Sting got his neck broken by Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So Sting crushed my hand in my handshake. In the picture you see me take with Sting, I'm looking like I'm sad. It's because almost every bone in my hand was being broken by Sting.
Yeah, I
Just
can see
letting
that
that be
happening.
known, you know, because he was
But no,
pissed.
but I mean, 2018 for me was a fun year. And I want to get back to that. We've talked in the past about cons and going to cons, and I went to. There was like 4 of them that year. I went to Magic City, Atlanta Comic Con,
Yeah, because you sent me that
Dragon
poster from
Con,
Atlanta.
and then I went to Walker Stalker, and they were all different. They were all fun. They were all different. Magic City was out in Birmingham. That was the first one I went to. And that nice little small little con. Atlanta Comic Con sat in on some fun panels. My ex-wife was threatened by a Sith Lord.
Says a lot.
She was filming during Ray Park's panel, and he just looked over to her, didn't say beat like I see you filming, and then just kept talking.
Yeah, and that's funny because a lot of these guys, these celebrities, do that. Like, I know a lot of the if you guys haven't been to a convention, and I'm gonna and Bob and I are gonna make a video. We should make a video about this.
We should
with Smitty, where if we guest has to cancel, we should do this. Talk about con experiences. Like, there's a very big line that's drawn where you're not allowed to film in the guest area, because they know that you're taking revenue away from the guest if you're not paying for their autograph and a picture.
Oh
And
no, I made no with Ray Park. I made sure to send my ex-wife up to his booth the next day and get a pop signed. And
see,
and,
I
and
would
I
have done the same.
made and I had it to where it was her name on it and like I see you filming. So she does that. I was waiting in line for Leah Thompson's panel, and she walked up there. He remembered her. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
See, I went the year that in 2018 when I went with my bestie Nicole and my boy Big Chris, we went. Rey Mysterio was at GalaxyCon, which was SuperCon at the time before GalaxyCon bought them out. Rey Mysterio was there, Kane was there, Mick Foley was there. I met several of the guys. I got to talk with like Ray. I didn't buy his picture, but I talked to him at his booth, which was so freaking awesome because he just was like, you know, he was just not, you know, he was just chilling, just wanting to shoot the shit, and we did. We shot the shit. I know Jr. The King was there, but he left early because that was the year that his son died. Brian Christopher died, so I'm not going to go into the ugliness of that death because I thought it was a death and it wasn't. It was a suicide. And when he died, I was going to go get a picture with the King, but he was gone. But I know Charlotte Flair was there. Becky Lynch was there. Oh, thank you, baby. That's hot. Becky Lynch was there. Seth Rollins was there. Charlotte Flair was there, and everybody knew Charlotte was there because the signature woo. So everybody got excited, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting a picture with her." But the next year, I win. So this year coming, I'm looking forward to it. I wish there was more Power Ranger fans, like people there, because it's getting harder and harder to get them out because they're getting older.
I mean, Power Rangers. Dub just went to Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger Con, which my friends actually at local Rebel Base, they actually met. If you didn't know, Aisha, the Power Ranger girl, the Yellow Ranger, she actually was the head. She heads that con. She runs it.
Oh wow!
And they spoke with her, and they invited Rebel Base to come out there and collab with them, and they're trying to do something here in Charlotte as well. So I thought that was really cool. So big shout out to them, like networking, and hopefully we can get something here because I would totally love that. But yeah, I know Dub was there. Big shout out to Big Dub, for doing that, and big shout out to Kaya for actually doing a press, like her own press conference. Like she actually ran a little press conference. So big shout out to her too. That's a big deal. So we definitely have run over. So I know that, but finish up what you're saying, Bob.
Well, I was going to say, back in 18, when I interviewed the people I interviewed, I was nervous as fuck. That was what 4 years ago. So I was like 35, 36 for 14, 15 for her to do that on her own. Yeah, I give her all the respect in the world for that.
12 years old.
What?
12 years old. And she did that press conference by herself. Yeah. Respect.
Yeah, definitely respect. Because honestly, like I said, at 36, well, I'm now sitting there with Christian Kane, who I've been a fan of for 20 years between acting and music. It's hard to talk to your idols, but that's one experience that no one can take from me. That 12 minutes hanging out with him, talking to him about music and food and his career and stuff. It was just awesome.
I think that's actually one of the best things I liked about Dragon Con, even though it was so big as a convention. And I definitely will tell you folks, Bob, myself, Smitty, we're going to have to do a convention talk video on Toy Chats.
Oh, definitely.
Because we need to grade. I would put Dragon Con, it's one of the biggest cons in the US. It's a fan run convention, not an industry run. It's a fan run. It's the largest fan run convention here in the US. But besides that, it is all, I think ICC is right behind it. But Dragon Con also is just, if you can't handle crowds, it's not the place for you to go. It is by far claustrophobia. COVID didn't change much of that. I mean, it did and it didn't, but I, I'm looking kind of forward that I haven't been to a convention. I was talking to my best friend earlier today. She was like, "Hey, we haven't been to Renaissance Fair in 3 years." So Renaissance Fair is coming back. It's gonna be something I'm looking forward to. There are little things here and there I'm actually excited about. That's one of them.
Shoot.
So we'll wait and see.
I mean, I'm skipping the concert this year, but I mean, as far as crowd control goes, I'm going to Disney World.
Same here. I can't say it out loud because you know why, Bob. But yes, I'll be there as well. That's exciting.
That's going to be crowd control bedlam for me. Cause I'm going like right between Veterans Day and Thanksgiving.
Oh, Veterans Day.
I'll be there.
Yeesh.
But again, for me, I'll be very honest, and we can talk about this on another chat. I know I have 7-day tickets. I don't plan on being in the parks, 12 hours a day for all 7 days. I plan on doing other things and going to other places, but I'll always have the option of going to a park for 4 or 5 hours, getting in the truck. Go find a collectible store to go hunt at, or comic book shop down.
Just so you know, Chris from Legacy Collectors and Serge they both live in Orlando, and they both have said whenever any of us are down there, we just give them a buzz and they will gladly make the time to hang out. And I'm just gonna let you know, I think that's something you might want to. Because I know, I would do it.
I mean, I'll be there the 12th to sometime on the 19th when I leave. Because that first day I'm there, I don't plan on going into the park. I plan on getting my home base for the week set up. I don't plan on missing Toy Chats or Click Talk, but that might fucking, I don't know. I mean, as of right now, I'm at 100 and.
Oh, I will say this now.
I'm at like 100 and something days out. I'm at 152 days out.
So just to give the heads up.
I don't plan on missing it. I will have my laptop with me.
See, Bob doesn't plan on it. I do. I've already stated that time in December, I will not be around.
I say that because I'm at 100. I'm at 152 days out. Ask me on that Monday when I'm, roaming around Epcot. I think that's an Epcot day for me. I may not be able to be pulled out of the park to get on the live with you guys because like now, like right now, I can talk tough. I'm going to park for like 2, 3, 4 hours and leave. I'm gonna vlog the whole fucking thing.
Oh yeah, Bob, I gotta ask you a question.
When I get home, there's gonna be like 10 seconds of video and Bob, where the fuck were you Monday and Wednesday night?
Around.
I was in Disney.
I need you to do me a favor while you're there. What? I need you to get me when you're in Epcot, you had to go to the Creation Station, the actual store, and get me the special edition Guardians of the Galaxy pin.
If it's still there.
Oh, it's there. It's there. It's a release. It's one of their common items that they carry.
I mean, you know me. I'm a Guardians fan. I've already called a bunch of high dollar items to buy.
That's why I'm asking you to get me the pin because the t-shirts are nice, but they're.
Well, I mean, honestly, like I joked around with my friend. I told her I'm like, I may rent a small U-Haul. She said, "Why?" I'm like, "Because this might be my last trip to Disney World for a while, so I'm gonna be bringing home a whole bunch of shit." Because my goal is to just visit different places. I mean, I want to get back to Tennessee again. I want to come up to North Carolina for a couple of days. And I want to get to other areas. I've done Disney enough. If you've been a fan of the channel, or my channels, because I've got two, and I think there's Disney content on both of them.
Yeah,
I know there's a bunch on Robert Braid's YouTube. That's where I did a lot of my ride videos and stuff like that. I think I have some Disney stuff on King Bob,
you have a lot on
but
King Bob.
but there, my goal is to do some like vlog style videos while I'm down there. Maybe not like a daily vlog, but maybe do some rides, and do some like snack review, like quick short snack reviews, stuff like that. Cause I do want to vlog again. I love doing the collectible stuff, but vlogging, don't if I'm going to a place, I can vlog it. Hey, I'm over here at the aquarium. I used to do that years ago. Haven't been back in years because they've tore that shit up a couple of years ago, but it's finally done. So I may go back to the Georgia Aquarium and vlog. Go back to the World of Coke. I haven't been there in a while.
I kind of miss those things too. Like I've only done I've done a handful on the Geek Depot. I did a few, and a lot of people liked it. They were like, "Oh, you were like you could tell you had fun."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Yeah," because I'm in the moment.
For me, it was fun only because I don't want to say, I don't really want to say because I had someone with me, as my with my ex-wife. I was in a better headspace. I'm slowly getting back to that headspace.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of weeks, the last month or two, have really just kicked me in the nuts, and I need to just pick myself up and be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're wasting the best years of your life sitting around doing nothing. I was talking to a friend of mine about just going to a Braves game one night. I'm probably, I'm gonna do an Uber right away. I'm gonna have to Uber up there and not have to worry about freaking Atlanta traffic or paying for parking. By the time I Uber there and back, I'd pay for parking. And parking's like $20-$30 anyway. Just getting out. I went to a concert not too long ago. That was fun. I need something to push me out of the comfort bubble that I'm in.
Honestly, I feel the way you feel. I feel the exact same way. I think COVID kind of caused that.
Well, it did,
for everybody.
and I mean, back when I caught COVID was probably the worst fucking time because I was just coming off of moving out on my own. It was like right after my birthday. It was like right after Thanksgiving. All those firsts of being alone after 9 years. And then I got sick around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 weeks just literally fucked me up for a while, A, financially, and then B, just mentally. You're alone, you're sick. You see people that look like you get it and dying. I had 2 people from high school that I knew and graduated with die because of COVID. Both look like me, bigger, stocky guys. So yeah, you're sitting around like just waiting to fucking die. Like, oh fuck this shit, no. So now fast forward 2 years and it's like I need to get off the fucking pot and do shit. So, hopefully getting back to vlogging and committing myself to going out and doing something, just getting out and doing shit. That's the only way I know to combat the way I'm feeling right now. Yeah, buying cool shit, yeah, I'm happy, but that's temporary. Put it on a shelf or I put it on my desk and I look
That's
at it. But
stuff is stuff, folks. We've said that.
But that feeling like, oh my god, I got this cool, Lorable. Yes, I'm happy I have it, but I get up the next day and it's like, what's make me happy today? Trying to fill that void when I know I need to just get out and do things and go places and do stuff, and one way to do it is to vlog it. So be on the lookout for hopefully some fun stuff this summer. I know with planning for Disney, I'm not going to have a lot of extra money until I can get a good nest egg put away from it for myself for Disney. And by good nest egg, probably 2,000 or 3,000 to spend. Because again, I mean, it's my last Disney trip. I want to do stuff. I want to have fun. I want it to be that banner trip that I can just hang my hat on. That you know what, I killed Disney. Disney's fucking dead, and move on. And that's my rant.
Hey, and you know what? I'm glad that I get to hear that, because I very much believe that we have to do something fun,
Yeah.
And get out of our bubbles. And that's why like SuperCon was, it's a day trip for us, so it's not terrible. But we're gonna spend the night there because I was telling my sister earlier, it's like if we go, Rory is gonna be 2. She's gonna want to take a nap. If she does, my wife gets burned out from a lot of people. I wanted to, even though we're gonna be there early, I wanted us to have a place that we're, even if we leave the con at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, we're gonna eat dinner there, and it's gonna be on the road bay home at midnight.
Yeah.
I was like, it's too late. I was like, we'll just leave early Sunday morning and we'll just go and get back home. So, I felt like this is an opportunity to actually do something fun. We haven't done this in literally almost 4 years. So, it'd be something nice to do. And like I said, Heroes is like, for me, Heroes is kind of is hit or miss. I'm sad because I know Ron's going to be here. Like Century's going to actually be here for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And I know he's meeting up with like Kent and and Man Cave and a few other guys that are coming through. And I reached out to him. I was like, hey, dude, I live here, obviously, and he's like, yeah, I know you live here. He's like, are you going to come through? I said, maybe. I might be able to go hunting with you guys. I can't go to the convention, but I can, because that's extra money, but I can hunt with them. Like I can meet them where they're hunting at. So I might do that on Friday and on Sunday, because I think Ron leaves Sunday night. So I'll probably meet up with them where they hunt, and then I'll, get some footage for that. And then obviously my wife's birthday comes up July 17th and 18th. And then boom, Raleigh Super. And that's a big expenditure. And, hint, if you guys want to get me anything for my birthday, autographs can be paid for. Just wink, wink, nudge, nudge, folks. Just saying.
Yeah, we'll see.
If anybody wants autographs, like I said, we'll talk about it. But I want to thank Bob. It's been a long time since you and I've had like a chance to just kind of catch up like this, bro.
It's been fun.
It really has.
Eddie,
this is a good.
Stay away more often.
No, we miss you, Smitty. We miss you, Smitty. But it's different. It's a different energy. Like, me and Smitty have a different energy. Me and Bob have a different energy, but it's all love, man. I love being with my dudes. Like I said, Thursday we're going to be talking to Zarda Puya. Hopefully, I know Smitty said he'll be flying back on Thursday, so he doesn't know if he'll be able to make it.
That's not a problem.
But I figured
we can hold it down.
We'll hold it down. Zard's actually really, really cool. I've been talking back and forth with him. He's really appreciative, and he's West Coast. So we're going to get him in the afternoon. He's free. Shout out to, let me just, I know we have other guests coming on. I want to just quickly give you guys just the 411 on that. I feel bad like that some Mondays we've had, but hey, life happens, folks. What was I telling my sister? It is what it is. Let's see. So Big Foundation, I'm working with him to get him on the show again because he does some really good figure photography. We got Gonga. Gonga's in the chat, and Gonga's going to be here next week. So King Gonga, when Smitty comes back, we're going to have you on the show, which I know Smitty's going to be very excited about that.
There goes my wallet.
And then Skadoots at the end of the month, cleaning up. We're gonna have Skadoots.
If only she did. If only she did ship her sandwiches.
I know. Good Lord. If you guys don't watch, if you guys don't follow Jay Skadoots, she's awesome and she makes some kick ass sandwiches. Obviously, then we're going to go towards July 4th. We're off that day and we're off the 18th. But on July 11th, we have Juan Panda. He does some great work. He's actually just did another collab with Urge Yourself that looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then we are off my birthday, but then we're going to close out July
with Vincent Scala, who is probably one of my favorite artists in the creatives cards. And actually, what's fun, I can kind of announce it. I finally completed my 200 technically. I am waiting on a couple cards to come in. And once they come in, I was talking to Smitty, and we're going to kind of go through our books, pick out some of our favorite artists, our favorite cards, show off our DIYs. I know and it's funny because for once, I think I have more of something than Smitty does. I do have a lot of DIY cards. I kind of played the game pretty well with trades. I've traded a lot of cards for DIYs, but we'll show those off. Kind of did a rewind on Series 1, hype up Series 2, and I might reach out to some other creative fans and artists to see if they want to come on and hang out and talk.
Which again, you guys are always welcome to. Like Smitty and Bob always will hit me up because like I'm kind of like the PR guy. I'm the one that goes out and like kind of fields the guys after they point them out to me. I've like Zard was somebody that I've been looking forward to, and he's extremely excited to come on the show. Vincent is very well known in the community of artists, and I'm excited to be having him on in July. And just as a kind of an FYI, folks, Surge and I will have Surge and Destroy. We should have our artwork up by middle of August, because I know that's when he said he had some free time.
Looking forward to seeing that.
So that collab is coming. I know it's taking a little bit of time, and I talked to Playful Gorilla, and I've talked with Ghosty. I'm working with them, and Ghosty wants to do a collab with me and Surge. So that's going to be based on those characters, and I'm looking forward to having that conversation. So very much be in the loop, folks, because we're making the moves. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to thank everybody that's been in here, from Nadia to Fig Picks. Steven, thank you so much, brother. I hope you actually get to rewatch this and see the Sentai figures I showed. Ghosty, always a pleasure. Eddie, que lo que. It was great having you. It was great seeing Chris. I know we had Kenneth Bird in here. We had King Gonga, and he actually is signed up to be joining Toy Chats on our Facebook group. Like I said, check our Facebook group. If you're not a member of Facebook, follow the IG. I try to be very active on both. Make sure you check out King Bob's IG. He does some great stuff, folks.
I'm trying to post more and more, but
we've hit a lull, folks. It's summertime. We get busy. Sometimes life just happens. Like JC said it best today. All four of us had so much stuff going on that I almost canceled tonight's show, and I decided not to.
No.
I felt like I didn't want to cancel. I felt like the show's going to go on, and it did. And it was really good because I needed it and Bob needs it. We both needed that friend time, the interaction, and just to kind of talk about what was going on. And I felt like this was a good show. It
was fun. There's shows that kick ass because of the guest you have, and then there's shows that kick ass because of just the conversation. And this was one of those conversational kick ass shows that we went 2 hours, which without a guest is not bad.
Exactly. And we had a fair amount of people in and out the chat. So it was awesome. So, like I said, be mindful of where we're going to be at. Where there is some talk about some of us trying to hit that are close to each other. Myself and Bob have talked about trying to get together for GalaxyCon, maybe next year. Getting together, he and I hitting the road and doing that. I know Smitty's even talked about possibly coming down. So we've had several people like hit us up to come out. I know that Red Guardian has offered us passes to come out to when he does the Creative Con.
That he's something doing this year. So,
yeah, I can't afford to do that this year, but next year.
I was gonna say I wish I didn't buy my Disney tickets because I would just shift gears and I would just go to New York for a couple days. But
yeah, that would be a dope trip because he is doing some. They're making moves up there, folks. They're making moves.
But my goal for next year is to get up there for either like the patches and pins or 5 points or something like that next year. That's my goal. Even if I have to, even if I have to fly up and sleep in Grand Central for a couple nights, I will. But
honestly, folks, if something like that were to be planned, we will talk about it. I know JC's talked about doing something closer, like where the four of us would get together.
Yeah.
That's something that we've all talked about. But I know JC and myself, it's very difficult for us to kind of coordinate those things when you got families, and just when you have tight pockets. So we're in the process for next year, looking at a couple of fun things to do. Just be mindful, folks. We would like to, tell us what you want. If you guys want to see a vlog style video or like a chat video like this, let us know if you want to see more of those. We'll make them happen. Instead of like, because we try to do, if we lose a guest, we always try to get a replacement. And usually I have a few people on standby, but sometimes those standbys can't make it.
I mean, we probably could have just sent over to Ghosty, but I wasn't really thinking, honestly. Like before I came on here, I literally was panicking trying to get dinner because I kind of put my head down and I woke up and it was like 6:15, 6:20. I'm like, oh shoot, I need to go live in 40 minutes. And I'm hungry. So I went back out.
I was cooking literally while I was prepping this. Yeah. And my wife literally brought me out dinner that I made. So I really love her for doing that for me. So, but yeah, like be mindful, folks. We're looking to do a lot of fun stuff. I will state this, and this is an update. I want to kind of state this now, and I'll bring it up again closer to the end of the year. This is going to be season 1 of the show. Similar to how Boozing Buddies does like their episodes, this is done like seasons. So season 1 will be this whole year down till I think December 19th. I think was the last day I booked it. And then after that, we're going to take about a month off, maybe a month and a half off. And that's going to be our downtime to do some work on the show. To do some like retooling, some editing, some, we got a couple of ideas. So we just wanted to, that's something that we're all like, I've had guys like Josh Pence want to come on the show again. Insane Goon, Jared wants to come on the show. And they want to actually go head to head with each other. And we have a lot of those things. So be mindful. We have those things coming up. So suggestions will be good. But since we're now reaching the halfway point of the year, I just wanted to mention that once December 19th rolls through, that's our last episode for the year. And then we're going to be off for 6 weeks. And then I forgot the date in January where I set it up. Where it's like early February. And then boom, we start up again. So there will be several people I'll be reaching out to closer to the end of the year to book time. And then we're going to have events in the midst of that. All right.
Well, I was thinking it would be kind of cool if, I guess, between New Year's and Christmas, somewhere in that, or even in January, do kind of like a season 1 recap where we bring back like a whole bunch of, our guests and just hang out.
That would actually that was what I wanted to do as like our kind of like season 2 episode 0.
Yeah.
Like would be like getting like JP, Seth, Big Dub, Jared, Alex, Ghosty, Surge, and we just all kind of sit in a group chat and just kind of shoot the shit for a few hours. And
Yeah.
it would be like a weekend thing that we would do, but it's something that I thought about because I don't want to interfere with Jared's time and like because he Twitch streams and then Big Dub's got his time so I want to try to work it around everybody's schedules, and that is something we will work out. But I wanted you guys to hear it first, so look forward to it. Again, holidays are starting to come up over the summer, so there are going to be some episodes where I have stuff already pre-taped that'll go in that Monday. So July 4th there'll be a video that'll go up. Then I have one for the 18th that'll go up. Now that doesn't that still behooves you to watch Wednesdays because we do have our Click Talks on Wednesdays.
Yep.
And we are talking about there are some other things that will come up, but I'm gonna go because my wife keeps calling for me and I don't know what she wants. So
the baby wants her Elmo.
All right, so I will deal with that.
Yep.
And it was great. Again, thank you for everybody that came on. We did run a little bit longer than we usually do, but that's what happens. Folks, please watch your heads on the way out of the dungeon. And as always, my friends, stay geeky. Peace, y'all.